this is John Cola with OKRod.com. Today I have another exciting episode for you. I'm coming at you from the Los Angeles Produce Terminal. We're here at LLC Produce. I always check LLC first for my coconuts. Now, it's very special that they have these special coconuts here, and they've had them in the past, but they don't always have them. So if you come here, they may or may not have them. Hopefully they'll get them a lot in the future. What they are these coconuts here that are usually only normally found in the tropics. So these are the in-husk coconuts. These are the freshest ones you want to get that are non-treated. Other coconuts that are coming in are treated in some ways. For example, the Thai coconuts are not dipped in formaldehyde, although many people think that. They're dipped in fungicide and sulfides. And some of the other coconuts here may also be dipped, but I've noticed that some of the other coconuts I buy mold actually significantly faster than the Thai ones, like the ones from Mexico that are already husked. But the best ones for sure are the ones that are still in the husk. Today, depending on what vendor you go to, they're going to cost $1.50 to $1.75 each. LC had the cheapest price on them, and that's why I'm here getting them. I got a little crates here that I'm getting 5 in each one here, and I'll probably get, I don't know, like 30 or 40 total. So what we're going to do in this episode is actually share with you guys how to pick a coconut if you've never done before, whether you're in the tropics and they got a stack of them, or whether you come here to pick your coconuts. We're going to share my tips with you. So actually, let's go over to this bin here and share with you guys how to pick them. So the first thing is you want to remember is that these are sold by the each, right? So each one, whether you get, a little small baby one, or whether you try to get like a super gigantic one, they're all $1.50. So guess what? What is the better deal? I don't have to tell you guys, you want to get the larger one, but just because it's large doesn't mean it's going to be a good coconut. So I'm going to share some tips here with you guys, so pay attention. Number one, the thing you want to look for is if you get a nut that's actually more oblong. So this is more oblong than rounded, right? In general, the rounded ones actually have more water on the inside, and that's what I'm after. I'm after the young, delicious coconut water that's rich in electrolytes. The World Health Organization actually called it nature's Gatorade. So I don't want you guys drinking Gatorade, man, for your electrolytes. Drink coconut water, and fresh coconuts by far are the ones, in my opinion, you should be drinking. So yeah, so the rounder ones definitely better than the ones that are more oblong. The other thing that's really important when selecting a coconut is you want to, use your senses of weight. So I could pick this up and loft it in my hand, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty heavy. And if we switch, this is actually significantly lighter, even though it's actually bigger. So bigger is not always better. You actually want to get the one, that's actually quite heavy for its size. What this means is that it's going to be younger. The water is going to be, a little bit sweeter, and the meat's going to be thinner. So if you don't want the coconut meat, you want to get the nice, heavy ones. I think I'll actually be picking up this one today. So my next tip for picking coconuts is you want to look for ones with the nubbies. I like the ones with the nubbies. So one with the nubby would be like this. This is how it comes off the tree, like with this little branch thing attached, and then it has like a little nubby, which is this little part right here. If you have the nubby and the branch still attached, such as this, it's going to last longer than without it on. So for example, wouldn't be so good to get one like this that has, the nubby only half attached, and you can see already the mold starting to form. These are not actually treated, so there's mold starting to form. What'll happen because these are not treated, basically from this little stem, it's the softest part of the coconut, and the mold will permeate through the soft husk into the nut and then make your nut go bad if you're picking ones without the little nubbies. Of course, if you're going to drink it today, that's not really an issue. Another thing you want to look for is, I don't really like to buy ones that are actually chopped into with a machete, have any cut marks, or are massively deformed. So this one's actually a little bit deformed here. So, I would personally not buy this one as well. So the last thing I want to say is that you might be thinking, John, they got 2 different colors in there, man. They got these yellow ones and they got these green ones, The green ones are more common. I kind of like the yellow ones. In general, I seem to think that they're a little bit sweeter overall. But there's many different varieties of coconuts, much like there's many different varieties of apples. It's quite unfortunate that they name apple varieties like Fuji, Granny Smith, but the coconut varieties, they're mostly unnamed, and these are just probably, for the most part, wild trees growing that they're just harvesting, sending up here, and selling to you. And the color has nothing to do with the ripeness because, just much like there's green apples and red apples, you could have a green or red apple that is ripe. The main thing you want to look for is the shape, right? The coconut is ripe whenever you want it to be ripe. If you get a light one, it's going to have thicker meat. If you get a heavier one, it's going to have thinner meat and more water, and that's what I'm after. So once again, follow those instructions that I gave you. Number one, get the heavy ones. Number two, Get the ones that are more rounded instead of oblong. Number 3, get ones with nubbies and without any major cut marks in it. And then hopefully be on your way to drinking some delicious coconut water and getting that delicious spoon meat, also called jelly meat in Hawaii, that I love so much. These make excellent smoothies, great for a sports drink. And next time you go to the gym, instead of taking a bottle of Gatorade, take a whole coconut, and you might have to bring a knife to get into it and drink some fresh coconut out of the coconut instead of things out of packages. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Once again, my name is John Kohler with OKRaw.com. We'll see you next time, and remember, keep eating your fresh fruits and vegetables, including the coconut water. They're always the best.